What up, Epic Readers? I'm Jesse from the YouTube channel Jesse the Reader, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Epic Adaptations, the series here on Epic Reads where we keep you in the know on all the recent book-to-movie and book-to-TV adaptation news. Happy holidays, happy almost end of the year. We are almost done with 2025. Can you believe we're moving into 2026? Wild, bonkers, I can't believe it. Today we're going to be wrapping up 2025 and talking about every adaptation that came out in the past year. This is my absolute favorite episode to film because I love just taking a chance to reflect and look at all the things that have come out throughout the year and just reminisce, just feel a little bit nostalgic for the past year. I'm excited to talk about all the YA and middle grade adaptations that came out in 2025. Let's get started. First up, we have the adaptation for Dogman. I unfortunately have not given this series a chance yet, but ya boy over here grew up on Captain Underpants, which was created by the same author and illustrator of Dogman, so I feel like I should give this a chance at some point because I grew up loving Captain Underpants, so I feel like I probably would love Dogman as well. I'm sure that the humor is just as silly, just as absurd, and just as weird. That's probably what this series has in store for me. If you know nothing about this series, essentially we are following this main character, Dogman, who is part dog, part human. Who would have thunk it? And essentially we are following him as he fights crime and does his best to get justice. Next up, we have How to Train Your Dragon. I was so late to the How to Train Your Dragon party, and I'm so upset that I waited so long to give this series a go. So I watched the first animated movie earlier this year and just absolutely loved it. Basically, a couple of weeks later, went and saw the live action film, and it was so good. I will say though, this live action is a straight up replica of the animated version. So for me, having just watched the animated version, I was like, oh, this is literally the same thing to a T, it's just not animated, it's live action. But I still loved it, it makes me emo, and I definitely want to give the book series a go. Let me know down below in the comments if you have read the book series and how you feel about it. But essentially in this story, we are following this young Viking who is kind of an oddball, doesn't really fit in with the rest of his tribe, and ends up having this unlikely friendship with a dragon, while his whole tribe has this kind of mindset of dragons are evil, we must fight them, we must take them down. But our main character Hiccup has formed this bond with the dragon and has seen a different side to dragons. And so a lot of conflict and chaos ensues, and it's just delightful, it's heartwarming, it's action-packed, and it is honestly very thrilling as well. But I highly recommend this live action version of the animated film. It's fantastic, and I still need to read the books. I was a bad little reader and dove into this movie series without having read any of the source material, so I'm a bad reader. I have broken such a big reader rule, I feel like Dogman is after me for my crime. Next up, Forever by Judy Blume was adapted and turned into a Netflix series. This is a coming-of-age story with a main focus on romance. It essentially talks about first love and being young and in love and all the vulnerable things that pop up during that time. It's emotional, it's honest, and it's just packed, jam-packed with life lessons. Next up, The Summer I Turned Pretty returned with season 3, which we all thought was going to be the finale. We all thought this story was coming to a close. They gave us the biggest plot twist ever and announced that we are going to be getting a conclusion film. So the story is not fully over, and we're going to be getting one more piece of content for this series, and I think it's going to be really nice to kind of have just one last hurrah, because I feel like a lot of people went into this last season feeling some kind of way, feeling emotional, because I feel like a lot of people have become attached to the series. Myself included, because it's just become such a summer staple. I love it. So I'm glad we're getting a final film, but if you have not checked out the Summer I Turned Pretty series, it's just got everything you want in a young adult novel. It's got some fun romances, it's got amazing banter, and it just has such a strong focus on growing up, and sometimes I think that just adds this nostalgic factor to it. So I love it. It is a very much so summer vibe show, but I feel like you could watch it any season and just enjoy the heck out of it. After years and years and years of being patient, we finally got the series for We Were Liars. This one, honestly, it hit all the feels. It does a great job of just showcasing this story, and I think my favorite part of it was hearing from a lot of my friends who hadn't read the book and then having them reach the end and getting all these angry texts being why didn't you tell me that's how it ended? I loved that experience. This is another one of those summery stories. It is set during summer, but I think you could enjoy it at any point, so I highly recommend checking it out. If you know nothing about We Were Liars, essentially we are following our main character, Cadence Sinclair, who has been through a bit of a traumatic event on her family's private island, and you spend the entire story trying to uncover the secrets, trying to uncover what happened to Cadence, and by the end of it, your jaw will be on the floor, is all I will say. Check it out. It's a great time. I mean, it's sad, it's heavy, but I recommend it. The children's classic book Charlotte's Web got a new adaptation with Apple TV. It's only 3 episodes long, so it's an easy binge. This is a sweet story that follows our lovable pig, Wilbur. I feel like a lot of us grew up with Charlotte's Web, so whether you read the original story, or you watched the animated movie growing up, or watched the live-action movie growing up, I think it's really nice to have those things from our past, but also to have a new adaptation for the next generation. The Sisters Grimm got an adaptation, which I'm super excited about because I read and loved the first story. I still need to complete that series, but that's a whole other story. This is a middle grade story about these sisters who find out that they are descendants of the Brothers Grimm, and also find out that like fairy tales may or may not be real, and it kind of makes things a little bit chaotic and gets them in a lot of trouble, and also puts them in like near-death situations. It's a lot of fun. It's got mystery, it's got humor, we've got fairy tales in the mix. Like, what more do you want? It's fantastic. I highly recommend checking this out. Both the book and the series. The third and final season of the Wandala series came out this year, which is an adaptation of the Wandala trilogy, so this adaptation is fully wrapped. This is a sci-fi series about our main character Eva, whose home ends up getting attacked, and she must go off on an adventure, on a quest to find other life out there, to find a new home, and to protect herself. We got an anime adaptation for Scott Westerfeld's Leviathan, which I'm super excited about. I have yet to have the chance to watch the series, but once I get a chance this winter break, I'm gonna be binging it. This series is historical fiction meets steampunk, which I think could be a really interesting mix, and I'm excited to see what they did with this anime. Wicked for Good came out this year, and I saw it an absurd amount of times. I am a diehard Wicked fan. I will admit that here and now. And yes, I did feel all the feelings when they sang For Good. Who didn't feel all the things? Anyway, this concludes the story of Wicked, but there have been some murmurings about them wanting to do more stories in this world, so I'm very intrigued by that. And finally, Percy Jackson is back. It's finally started releasing again on Disney+. This season has a focus on the Sea of Monsters, which means things are getting even more adventurous, a little bit darker, and we are also encountering a lot of new creatures. So it's gonna be a good time. I'm super excited about this season. It's not fully out, but it started releasing, so I'm pumped. I can't believe it's finally here. I feel like I spent the entirety of 2025 just anticipating this finally coming out. So to finally reach this point, I'm just like, what do I do now? I know what I should do now. I should go watch it. Duh. Those are all the adaptations that came out in 2025. We want to hear from you guys down below in the comments. What was your favorite adaptation to come out of 2025? And what adaptation are you most anticipated to come out of 2026? Let us know all your thoughts down below in the comments. Thank you for another amazing year of epic adaptations, and we will see you again in 2026. Happy New Year.